Hello?
Hello, wait, let me see if I can hear. Hello.
I hear you, my friend. Go ahead. You're live on air.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask, the Muslims, so how can Muhammad be the best example when he was a sinner, if Jesus was sinless and Muhammad is a better example when he's a sinner? That's like, is Allah stupid?
No, you see, you maybe we should understand this in a different way. Muhammad is the best when it's come to sin,
Ah, okay, thank you.
because if Muhammad is the best, yet he is a person who live in sin and enjoys sin, and the Quran confirmed that he is sinner. So what make Muhammad best in any way? So the best man, Muhammad, he go to the house of his own son and he flirt with the wife. And this is to make him the best man. Well, there's many good men, they will never do that. They will never go to the house of their sons, and they will not flirt with the wife when the husband is not there. Muhammad is the best man, but he go and, he have a sexual desire for a child. Because the second you think about marrying a child, why you marry a child? What is the point? Marriage, you look at a female, you are a male, and you look at this female, and the first attraction, it's her gender, right? She's being female.
Yeah.
So it is very much sexually motivated. Even we can call there is love. It's always about that. There is sexually heavily motivated. So when Muhammad, you look at a child, she is 6 years old. How that motivate him to ask for her hand and think about her? How that can work? So there's no question that Muhammad is a very disgusting, evil person. But however, for the Muslims, he is the best man because he's the best pervert.
Yes, of course. Like,
So yeah, I think the Muslim, they were talking about Muhammad, he is the winner when it's come to competition of who is more ugly and disgusting.
That's probably the context. I have to check it out later. And you've said before, I've heard, I've been watching you for a long time, and you said like to a Muslim, like, so tell me any chapter, I'll show you stupidity in that chapter. Can you show me
Exactly.
stupidity chapter 1?
Chapter 1?
Yes.
Well, it's very easy. I mean, it says in the beginning, in the name of Allah. Who's talking?
Okay. Yeah, I thought about that too, but I want to see how the
Okay, what about verse number 2? Allah, he says thanks to Allah. What about
actually,
what about verse number 3? Verse number 3 repeating verse number 1. How stupid is that?
but I don't understand, because the Quran says that actually the Quran is actually the spoken word of Allah. So is Allah saying praise to Allah? Is that true?
Yeah, this is what Allah is saying. You see, the verse, the chapter doesn't say pray like this, say this. No, it says in the name of Allah. Who's talking?
Okay.
Allah, the most gracious, most merciful. Okay, then you will find that verse number 3 is already mentioned. Look, it's here.
Yeah.
It says Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Praise be to Allah, thanks to Allah. Like, what the heck is that? And then
Another Allah.
yeah, all of it, and then Allah, he worship Allah. He says, thee do worship, and thine we seek. Show us a straight thing. So simply, this is supposed to be a prayer, and it was trying to copy the prayer which is mentioned in Matthew, our art of heaven.
Man, they really copying everything. Every good in Islam is actually copied from the Bible,
Yeah.
from what I see. And last thing before I go, like, can you show like something that like ISIS and all these groups, they base themselves on teachings. Like I've seen a lot of verses, but like the most quoted verses are like chapter 9 verse 5 and 9 29. Can you show like more like verses and tafsir, something like that, and what they base
The
themselves on?
Quran, chapter 8, as an example, verse number 39 says, and fight them until there's no more tumult and oppression. And the religion, all of it will become to Allah. So here the Muslim, they try to translate, says, like they add things is not there. So in Arabic it says, وَقَاتِلُوهُمْ حَتَّى لَا تَكُونَ فِتْنَةً وَيَكُونَ الدِّينُ كُلُّهُ لِلَّهِ فَإِنِ انْتَهُوا, don't kill them. So fight them until everybody convert to Islam.
But they say about Surah 9 that it's in the context of a war, you know?
Well, Islam,
And
Islam is a religion, and at war with anyone is not a Muslim. Muslims, they believe that there's a three lands. There's a land of peace. This is the land controlled by Sharia law. There's a land of war. This is land is not controlled by the Sharia law. And there's a land which is Muslim land, but it's not practicing Sharia law. This is the land of fitna. So the Muslim land, which is controlled by Muslims under Sharia law, this is the land of peace, which means Muslim will not kill Muslims. But a land which is not controlled by Sharia law, and it's still a Muslim land, it's called a fitna because this is their trouble there. There's no Sharia. So we have to fight those people who they are not practicing Sharia. And then there's the land which is refusing the Sharia law. This is the land of war. So the Muslim, they cannot deny that. They can say those things to someone who don't know much about Islam to deceive. But for someone who knows Islam, they cannot, like Muhammad, he says, I've been commanded to kill all mankind until they say there's no God but Allah and there's no prophet but Muhammad. So
yes.
Yeah, so he's not fighting someone fighting him. He's fighting anyone, any people who don't believe in Allah and any people who don't accept Islam as a religion. He's not fighting people who they are fighting him. He's fighting anyone, doesn't matter who. I've been commanded to kill. You see, the word uqatil is to fight, to kill, not to fight like by hand or debating them, no. And this is why it says, then their blood and their property only is going to be secured from my hand. Only if they do what? If they convert to Islam, if they pay the jizya, if they pay the zakat, if they pray, if they fast as we fast, if they eat as we eat, which means they have to follow every aspect of Islam, and for sure the first thing to say Muhammad is a messenger, then and only then their blood and their property is secure from my hand, Muhammad said. And this is very authentic. As you see, this is Al-Bukhari and Muslims.
Yes, and that's, I wanted to know it because I'm from, I don't know if you heard Bulgaria. It's right next to Turkey, and actually here
you are from where?
What you said?
You are from where?
Bulgaria.
It's, I was in Bulgaria. I took a train from Romania, and I went through Bulgaria all the way to Greece. Yeah.
Oh, you liked it?
I did not really. I stopped in a beach. It's called what? Gold Sand, something like that.
Yeah.
It's a close to the border of an area in Romania called Magnalia, something like that. Yeah, in the border. And I like the Bulgarian coins. They have like Christian images, right?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I think I still have some. Yeah. So yeah, but I did not really go in Bulgaria, like to go around much. But maybe one day I will be able to do so. Okay, go ahead.
The Roman, not the Roman. I want to say here was Ottoman Empire, and these days I watched like a film. I know how to say it in Bulgarian, but I'm not sure in English. My English is not the best. It's my third language, not like you, the second. And it's called like anyway. I'm not going to translate it. It's a film about the Ottoman Empire, and actually shows how they converted everybody, in the Rhodops. That's a piece of land like I forgot how to, like mountains, and over there everybody is Muslim because they come and they kill you if you don't want to convert, and they rape your women exactly like Muhammad did.
Right.
So if you can show that to the Muslims, that if you can show them even the history of the Ottomans, they cannot reject it because those were real Muslims. Even today, a lot of Turks, they be proud with their history from the Ottomans,
Yeah. Well, this is why, you have to be ready, because the Muslim Turkish, not the Turkish, they can invade your land again, and Erdogan is preparing himself to do so. As soon as European neighbors, they will be weak, the Turkish, they are preparing a massive army to invade their neighbors. So all of you might be occupied again because you are not preparing for what is coming. Bulgaria, Romania, many, they are not really ready for any war, even though you are part of European Union. But as you know, Turkey invade Cyprus and nobody did anything, right?
Yes.
Turkey already have more half of a Greece and nobody did anything. So who is going to stop Turkey from invading you again and taking your land and raping your women unless you are ready to fight? This is why having a strong army is the only way to bring peace to any land. Especially,
That's right.
especially if your neighbor is an evil person.
Yes, and even that what you're saying is actually right. And even they're financing mosques here in Bulgaria. I've seen, you know, the Mufti here, the Grand Mufti. He is actually making new mosques with the money from Turkey.
Yeah.
And you know, it's scary. I'm trying to get in touch with him so I can, you know, talk with him. That's why I'm learning Arabic from you, you know, because you have videos. Everybody, I advise
If you
to
want,
check
you
them
can
out.
challenge this Mufti, Grand Mufti, to come and debate me, so everybody will laugh at him.
He knows English, so if I can do something, maybe translate between you and him. And
Yeah.
I have, you know, a little Mufti, you know, in my DM, so I'm gonna talk with him too. And you know, what more can you expect from a book that even ants can make it? So that's the Quran, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, have a good
Well,
night.
if you ever, if Christians in Bulgaria would like, we can do some special education for Bulgarian people so they can fight, because as you said, they are trying to spread Islam in Bulgaria, building mosque, so we can train Christians how to defeat the cult of Muhammad and expose them.
That's very good, my friend. Actually, you know what? I started like, you know, talking to the people here because they don't know apologetics. You know, they don't know anything. Like you do apologetics. You know the Bible. They don't know the Bible. They actually, I asked them about Mark chapter 13, verse 32, you know, like Jesus is not the hour. And I asked the girl and she said that, you know what? Okay, Jesus is not God. And she was actually Christian. And people here are, you know, dumb. But I have my circle of people here that I'm trying to educate them through what you show. So yes, we can do it for sure. I have a lot of people that are interested in, you know,
Yeah, just
learning.
let me know, and even if I have to come to Bulgaria, I will be happy to come. All right.
Yes, yes.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
Let me know if you have any good news. All right. Take care.